You adulterous people, don't you know that friendship with the world means enmity against God? Therefore, anyone who chooses to be a friend of the world becomes an enemy of God. Greeting, guys. It is me here with a message of the kingdom of heaven. Guys, I'm pretty sure you are thinking this message shouldn't be preached around this time, because this is a time of love, not a message like this. Believe me when I tell you, this is a message of love. It depends how you look at it. You know what I mean? Here, guys, because I remember I did an episode speaking about this very thing, but I sat down and in my mind I was like, I didn't do that message justice. Let me continue. You know what I mean? It's not a series. No. That's why it's randomly. But I sat down because, you see, guys, this time around you are in the midst of people who love you. You understand? You are in the midst of people, who don't obey daddy. You are in the midst of people maybe who go to church but don't obey him, or people who don't even consider him. Guys, recently we've been doing a series. We've been speaking about the 4 types of seeds here on earth. You understand? So you understand all of that, Just for a recap, we've said there were a pathway. A pathway is one who's never accepted Christ, who's never. They've heard of him, but they will never. And we spoke about the rocky places, people who do go to church, but because of persecutions, they are scared that if they obey daddy, they will actually be hated or persecuted by family members, by neighbors. You understand? And we spoke about the thorny places, people who are actually rich. These are the people who are poking the word. They're fighting against the word. We also spoken about the sheep. The only type of people who are in Jesus' side, you understand? So we've been speaking about that, you understand that. So here, guys, these days we are among people like that, you understand? Because, guys, you see, we are born here on earth and we find ourselves, with family members, we love, we grow to love these people, they are our people, you understand? But it doesn't mean that they obey daddy. It doesn't mean that they belong to the kingdom of heaven, you understand? And at first, Jesus allows you to be around such people because at that time, he's actually interested in what you are learning more than in what you are doing. You understand? But there comes a time, guys, where he expects you now to stand your ground. There comes a time, guys, where he expects you now to prove to him that you love him. Why? Because he loves you first. You understand? He gave you the blood. He gave you the command so that you will continue obeying him. Thus remain spiritually alive. You understand? Guys, I don't know if you get what I mean. Because you see, daddy gave us Jesus and he showed his love by doing that, because Jesus, guys, never did anything wrong. And daddy is giving us someone who's never done anything wrong. And this guy is now on the cross, considered a curse. Because, guys, in Israel, when you are on the cross, guys, when you are hung there, you are a curse. So Jesus, a God, is hung on the cross. I look at Paul when he says, he's never seen such humility. And guys, I sit and I'm like, Paul, I've never seen such humility myself. A God will allow to be hung on the cross and be considered a curse. You understand? But he did it. Why? Because of love. Guys, we're speaking so much about love these days because this is a time of love. Guys, this is a time where Jesus is actually saying, I love you. You understand? I showed you love. Show it to me as well, return it back, you understand, guys, you know what I mean? He's not going to be the only one who shows us love. He wants it back. Guys, I was speaking, on the 25th that Jesus actually compels us, to love him back because of what he's done. And I see it, guys, and I think about the fact that, he loves us so much that he compels us to love him back. And guys, Jesus wants it all or nothing. Believe me, guys, Jesus That man wants it all or nothing. Believe me. And I was speaking, about the fact that when you come to Jesus, you need to calculate your cost. And guys, I see it these days. And guys, these days are tough. Let me be honest with you, guys. These days are tough because it's a time where you are around people you love. But at the same time, if people don't obey him, you have to sit down and you're like, damn, it's so tough because I love you also, people, but I love my daddy more. I love my Lord more, and it's a pity that you don't obey him, meaning you are not on his side. Now I have to sit and choose a side. And for me, guys, it's easy to choose a side because I'm always gonna choose my daddy. I'm always gonna choose my Lord. Yet, guys, I still love my family members. Guys, it's so hard. Guys, you don't know how difficult it is to be a Christian until you have to stay away from people you love. Guys, with Jesus, he doesn't command you to stay away from people who wronged you. In fact, he wants you to pray for those. He wants you to pray for your enemies, but he commands you to stay away from people you love, but people who don't obey him. Guys, that's the tough part because you love Jesus. And if you stick with the people who don't obey him, you are actually keeping friendship with people of the world. Guys, it's so painful. Guys, believe me when I tell you, these days I'm going through a tough time because I love my people. Yet, guys, at the same time, I love those people. They are my number 1, my number 2, my number 3, my number 5, my number 10, my number 100. Then my family comes next. My family, guys, is number 101. You know what I mean? But, guys, the sad part is that I love them also. Guys, they might be my number 101, but I love them also. Because just because I love Daddy and my Lord, it doesn't mean that I don't love my family, my physical family. I love them. They might not be into Jesus. They might not be into obeying him, which compels me to stay away from them. Yet I love them. And guys, believe me, you don't know how much you love a person until you stay away from them. Guys, believe me. Here on earth, guys, we tend to appreciate things that we've lost, But here, guys, it's the same thing. Jesus says that I did not come here on earth to bring peace, but I came to bring a sword. The members of your family will become enemies with you because of me. And guys, I look at that and I'm like, damn, for me, this is that time. I love these people, but they are like enemies to me because I can't get closer. No matter how much I love them, I can't get closer. Why? They don't obey my daddy. And friendship with the world is enmity towards God. Even if they do go to church, if they choose people who don't obey daddy to be around them, they also choosing the world. Now I have to sit and make a choice. Guys, I'm speaking to you right now. You are a sheep because, guys, this is a time where you are with people, who maybe go to church or not. But you are around people right now. These are the Christmas holidays, a time of love. Yet, at the same time, when you choose people who don't obey daddy, you are choosing a friend and a friendship. Friendship with the world is enmity towards God. What does he mean? What does he mean by that? Let me tell you what he means by that. He actually means that if this person is busy having sex with their girlfriend or boyfriend outside marriage and you spend time with them, it means you are also choosing to do that. Why? Guys, while you can't choose your family, yes, you can stay away from them. You can't choose them. You were born with them. You understand? But you choose friends, meaning you choose the people you agree with, because two cannot work together unless they have agreed to do so. Now, when you choose people, you are choosing people who are like you. For me, guys, when you tell me how good you are, because that's how we are here on earth, guys, we deceive people telling them we are this good, we are this good. But let me tell you something. To know how good a person is, look at the people they have chosen. Guys, I'm not talking about the family members. I'm talking about people you have chosen. You choose a spouse, you choose a partner, you understand? You choose friends, you understand? Those are the people who are like you. So when you are saved and you choose a person who's not saved, that tells me something about you. That speaks volumes. Guys, when you choose a partner, a spouse who's not saved, that tells me something about you, because already you are saved. You guys, that tells me that you're not a believer. You might be going to church, but you're not a believer. Why? Because this person is not obeying the man you should be obeying. And because of that, you are choosing what? The world. Friendship with the world is enmity towards God. Guys. Guys, I think about this and I sat down and I'm like, let me talk about this thing, because it's important. Because the people you choose are the people who are exactly like you. Guys, the people you choose, your friends, are the people who are exactly like you. Guys, you'll sit and you ask me, so now who am I going to keep? That's the kind of problem I have. Welcome to my problem. Welcome to my problem. Because when you go to church, you find people who are loving money. They go to church. You find people who love the things of the world and they call them blessings. You find people who are calling the things of the world prosperity. And believe me, those are not believers, yet they are filling churches there. Or you go to people of the world who are drunkards, who are drug addicts, who are doing everything that Jesus says they shouldn't do. Yet the people who go to church are doing good things that they are not supposed to do. And then you sit and you're like, what the heck? What the heck? Welcome to my problem. Welcome to my problem. You understand? Guys, it's so hard. Guys, I've always said this and I'm going to keep saying it. Never in my life have I encountered something as difficult as being a Christian. It's these times where you sit and you're like, am I going to be alone? Yes, you're going to be alone. Yes, you're going to be alone. Why? Because friendship with the world is enmity towards God. Guys, friendship with the world is enmity towards God. When you love him, guys, we're speaking about love. And this time around, guys, I'm speaking about you loving him. Today, I'm speaking about you loving him, because he brought Jesus. He's already shown his love for us. Guys, what more can I ask that man? Guys, I sit and I'm like, Nini, that's why you don't know how to pray. You look at me and you will like, you should know how to pray, because you should be asking a lot from Jesus. Because, guys, I became a nobody because of Jesus. Oh, my loser God. I love that loser one, Guys, when he was here on earth, he was a loser. The guy never loved money. The guy never loved things. The guy was never into sexual immorality. The guy was just a loser. Guys, a loser. My loser God, So when you come closer to him, you become a loser as well, It's so, guys, it's such a pity that we go to church and we pray that we want to be like Jesus, yet we don't want to do the things he did. Why? The things he did were difficult. The things he did were difficult. And guys, when you start obeying him, that's when you start appreciating what he did, and you sit and you're like, Jesus, you were able to do that. Then you start appreciating him because he did the things that you sit and you're like, damn, these things are hard. Why? He says, I do everything that my Father commands because I love him. Guys, now it's you. Now you are the one who's going to have to prove that love. He's already proven the love. Now you are going to have to prove that love. Guys, prove it. Prove it to him. Friendship with the world is enmity towards God. Guys, my Lord is so expensive. I remember I was speaking about that in one of the podcasts, that you have to calculate your cost when you get to him, because you can't have sex outside marriage if you love Jesus, if you want to keep Jesus. You can't love money if you want to keep Jesus. You can't love riches if you want to keep Jesus. You can't love the things of the world and guys, and call them blessings if you want to keep Jesus. You have to prove love. You have to prove it to him. He proved it to you. Now you have to. Guys, a good hand, a good deed deserves another. Guys, that's what they say. It's actually an adage. A good one. A good one. You know what I mean? Now you have to prove it. You have to prove that love and say, you know what? I love you so much. I love you so much. I am not going to choose the world because I love you, because I can't lose you. Guys, Jesus is so expensive. Oh, well, he's worth it. You are not expensive. I can keep you and do my things and disobey you because you know what? You cheap. Jesus is expensive and he knows that he's expensive and he knows that if you love him, you're going to obey him. Oh, guys, he says I do everything my Father commands because I love him. You too, guys, it's your time to choose him. Until next, guys, enjoy these days.